Hi, everybody. Welcome to Rewind and Reflect, where we believe in the universal truth that there's no such thing as coincidences or mistakes. And we are here to share our life experience on that with you. And my name is Deb Miller.
Good morning. Hi, everybody. I don't know why I say good morning. Sometimes I'm even in like an evening or an afternoon class and the instructor walking, I'm like, good morning. I don't know. I think I'm my best in the morning. But hi, everybody. I'm Susan Doyle. Nice to see you.
Good afternoon, mates. I'm Kristen Longmore, and it feels like I got Sue and I were talking before this started. I'm so sleepy. I have to
Yeah.
get up for an early morning flight tomorrow, and I'm like, I didn't sleep well last night. I know I'm not going to sleep well tonight. So I'm like,
Well, you
Well,
might
you
sleep well
sleep on a
tonight.
plane.
Yeah.
good night, Irene. Oh, I can't sleep on a plane. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
What
me?
do you mean
there's
you can't sleep on a plane?
Oh,
Who the fuck are
you
you?
did. When we traveled,
Everybody
you
sleeps on a
did.
plane.
Not I, said the hen. No,
Come on.
no can
I
do.
can't really sleep
Do
on the
you
plane
have
either.
like,
Unless I have all three seats and I'm laying down. I can't
take
sit
like
up
a
and sleep.
Tylenol
Not
PM,
anymore.
like a 6-hour flight. What are you doing?
Well, I got to break up. We're stopping in Minneapolis.
Oh,
Yeah. So
mm.
remember what I remember that guy, Sue, on our way home from Florida, the guy that would shut up. It just made me think of that. How can anyone sleep with that young man who was
So, yeah.
blathering on and on to
Oh
his
my God. Yeah,
light mate?
he gnawed on this woman's ear. Non the int from literally he felt plugged in to the baggage carousel.
Yep. And then you got on the
Woman
van with him.
was
Wait,
going
were
to,
they traveling
you're
together
right.
or was it a stranger
No,
to this?
didn't even know her.
Oh, poor lady.
And she was like, I think he was in the middle.
He was in the end and she
He
was
was
in
in
the
the middle and
middle.
she was like in the window seat and she
Oh,
was
no escape.
fucking cornered. Like could not even go anywhere.
Oh, no.
And the
And
guy in our
he was
row, we
just,
were laughing with him because he was rolling his eyes. Sue and I
oh
were,
yeah. And the guy on, you're right, the guy on the aisle kept looking at us rolling. Like I don't even think he took a breath for 3 hours and 10 minutes.
You know what? I met somebody recently who did that same thing. Sat down next to me at dinner, a new person that I met did not stop talking for the entire time. It was so bad that I tried to pay attention for a little while, but then I was like, I'm just gonna eat. And I just ate and I'm looking around at the other people and and she's just I, I mean, it was almost impressive.
think she was coked up or something.
No,
No,
that's just how
sober.
she is. And
Yeah.
the person that introduced us was like, "Oh, I should have warned you, but I knew I would scare you away." I was like,
Should have warned me.
as long as she's okay with me, like not paying attention to her after a while, because it really is exhausting. But some people are like that, just
Do you
on and
think
on
people
and
like
on.
that are actually present or like do they I mean,
That's a
or do
great
you think like
question.
they live or are in a relationship or not in a relationship where like they have nobody to talk to? Why? Just
No,
why?
I, I
How do
don't
people talk that
know.
much and not come up for air?
I don't
Or
know.
ask a question?
Yeah.
Self-absorption? I don't know. Are they
And
self-absorbed?
all they do is talk about themselves. There's
Themselves.
nothing about anybody else. No back and forth about anything. It was like,
That was this kid on the
That's
plane.
rough.
oh
That
my
was this kid.
God.
You're right. That
He
is that
started
kid on the
back
plane.
in 1982. He was like in his 20s. Back in
Oh yeah.
1982 or whatever, 40.
Oh,
We
he
added it
went
up.
back, he literally went back from the first when he was like 4.5 with his dad on this.
Farm or whatever the
That
fuck.
I just don't understand how people they have no social, like the cues. I don't know. They can't take a social cue. Like, I gotta check out of this for a little while.
And the lady's
There's
husband
yeah,
was sound asleep.
sound asleep.
He wasn't
Did
helping
He
her.
not
wasn't
even
sound
pre
asleep. He was
He was
pretending.
did
pretending. Yeah.
He
not
was like,
even wingman
Oh,
her one bit.
so
oh my
funny.
God,
Forgotten
so
about
much.
And
that.
they probably took the inner and the outer seat, hoping that the middle seat would be
Yes.
empty
And guess
and she
what?
could put like her handbag.
They got Chatty Ken there. Oh my God,
Yes.
hilarious.
Yes. So here's the deal. This brings us to topic. Do you think she got home and was just grateful because she got to travel?
Oh,
Or
that's
was
a good.
she like, oh my God, I had to sit next to this fucking guy,
Mm.
would not shut up. So listener, we were talking before we hit the camera on that, there's a statement that you can say or use instead of saying, ugh, I have to go to the supermarket, or ugh, I have to drive my significant other to
Miss Dick to
drop
drop
off
off the car.
or whatever. And you can, turn it around and say, I get to, and fill in the blank with the same exact thing that you said I had to. And it really does flip the script, and it really does,
Yeah, it does.
create a dialogue or a feeling or a perspective that, we are very, very fortunate to still be here to be able to do those things. Right. But,
Yes.
but sometimes, and I don't even think, just because you say, ugh, I have to, like, I don't think that's really a pity party kind of thing. I think
No.
it's just you lose perspective, maybe. What do you guys
Mhm.
think?
Mm.
Well, I want to roll it back a little bit, back to 1984. And no, I want to roll
And
it back
how about this? We got to go to the Van Halen concert,
in
but it got snowed
1984.
out. Do you remember that? It was a
Oh,
humongous
yes, that's
snowstorm.
right. Oh, those days. And then
What's-
just on a side note, like if anybody hasn't seen David Lee Roth these days, you've
Oh dear.
got to Google him. Oh,
He has teeth missing. He has teeth
Oh,
missing.
heavens.
he was on tour. I don't know how, but he doesn't remember the words in any songs, and he
Uh,
just it's hilarious. But he has since canceled the rest of his shows. I
Is
don't
he
know why.
still rocking the Lycra shiny pants?
Yes, yes, indeed. Yeah. Oh,
And
you've
is he
got to
still
look
trying
him.
to get up and do his little half split thing in the air?
oh my God, he'd kill
God, I
himself.
hope not, because he's like 80 something. But no, I haven't seen that. He just walks around the stage trying to remember the words to the songs. As
No.
it's just, anyways. So let me get back to our story. So when Hunter was going through his cancer treatments, he became really close with this young woman. Hunter was 13, Kyla was 15, and they became really, really close friends. And Kyla had a type of cancer that was not curable, but often went into remission. And so she was in her second treatment, and they became very, very close. She went into remission, and then the cancer came back. And there's no more trials, there's no more treatment. So by this time they had become, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years, very close. And I write about her in my book. She was so special to me because she did not have a good relationship with her mother, and she really, I, she was like a daughter to me, and I was able to, help her through some hard times, and she filled my heart with such love. I loved her very much. But she she did pass away, unfortunately, but before she did, she would always leave me with these little nuggets, but her go-to was, don't it's always, I get to, I get to go to work today. I get to walk the dog. What's happening?
Oh boy.
Do you hear that?
I
Oh,
do.
What is that?
I was sorry, I was adjusting the volume of my computer and I think the music accidentally turned on.
No, it's going da-da-loom, da-da-loom,
Oh, that was my volume.
da-da-loom. Okay.
And three, two, one.
Listen,
That's
I never proclaimed to be an engineer.
That's
Continue.
okay. I was like, are the angels singing right now? Like, what
yeah, it's
is
Yes,
that? Is
it's
Kyla.
Kyla
Kyla
coming down to
listening.
talk to us?
I got my dragonfly on
Oh,
too
you
today.
do.
Yeah.
Kyla's animal was a dragonfly. So anyway, she always used to say, you got to say, I get to. And so that really does help. It definitely changes the narrative of what is going on, because the regular chores of the day, I have to do laundry, or I have to empty the dishes. It's like, no, I get to, because Kyla would have done anything to be walking this earth right now and be able to do these mundane things that we complain about. And just recently, a friend of mine passed away unexpectedly, and she was in a coma for 2 weeks, and then passed. So I was able to spend time with her before she passed, and in the hospital, and kind of this is somebody that our sons went to high school together. So I haven't been in her circle in a couple of years, but she's always, I'm we're always in touch with each other through this one or that one or social media or whatever. But seeing what her family is going through right now with this unexpected death has been really, really eye-opening. And also hearing, so when Hunter was sick, my friend Linda was one who played such a prevalent role in helping me, helping Hunter. Um, she was incredibly faithful and very close to Christ, and she really opened my heart and my mind to that, and took me to her church, and she was just a very gracious, humbled, kind person. And to hear about all of the other things she did for so many people, it was just incredible. Um, so anyways, a great loss for our community, great loss for our friendships and her family. But it really took something like that to bash me in the head and be like, wow, our life is so fragile and can go like that. I mean, this woman was healthy and exercised and did all of the things, ate all the right food, and she had a aortic tear in her heart, and that took her. No warning, no nothing. And she was 59, and so I'm really I'm really looking at life and I get to mind frame of mind, however it's said, because it really can change in an instant. And it's important that we truly live every day and like it's our last.
Yeah.
I just had an idea after listening to you, and sorry for that's a rough one. I mean, it's one of those things that you just sort of can't explain away, right? You just have to
Mm-hmm.
accept it and make sure that you live your life to the fullest every day, right? Um, but I just thought of something. I think what I'm going to do moving forward, because I love this I get to statement, is in conjunction with my daily gratitude statement, I am going to do a daily I get to statement.
That's a good idea.
Oh, that is a good idea. So that's really good. I
That's a
like
really
that.
good idea. I wanted to share so our friend Jen, we all are friends with Jen, and Jen and Linda were very, very close. And she talked about the first time she met Linda, and she said Linda had just moved into town, and um Jen's son and Linda's son were in the same grade also. And so Jen was at elementary school. They were in first grade. The boys were in first grade, and Jen was volunteering that day as like a parent helper or whatever. And she spotted Linda like hiding in a tree,
What?
like
Oh my God, was
looking
she
at,
like watching to
she
see what
was
her
because
son was doing?
she no, she was so afraid that like Peter wasn't making friends or that somebody was not being nice to him. So
Oh,
she literally was hiding in a
fine.
bush. And Jen saw her and
That's
walked
Mama
over there. It was
Bear.
like, yeah, but she was like, so yeah. And it's just, I mean, that But I just picture her doing that, and she's so cute, she's just
Oh,
like, I just want to make sure he's okay and nobody's being mean to him and he's
oh.
making friends, just hiding in a bush.
Nowadays, you'd probably be arrested for that,
I
right?
know, right?
Lurking
Yeah,
around the
right?
school grounds. That's so
Oh my
cute.
I
God.
know, such a cutie pie. But anyways, yeah, the whole I get to is important. And it's especially like, Kristen, we all have elderly parents.
Mm.
Hmm.
And when you end up being when my father hears this and hears that I just called them elderly, I'm gonna
Oh
get
dear.
it. I'm gonna get
You're
it
gonna
from him.
get it.
Well, George, let me tell you something. She reminds me I'm way over midlife, so welcome to the club.
But when the responsibility lands on one person to take care of an aging, unhealthy parent, like Kristen's doing, it can be really trying and very hard. When you say, well, I get to take care of my dad now because he's not doing well, and he's not going to be around
Mm,
forever, so I get to do this for him.
And that's how I frame it. I feel like that was so for the audience, we're not sure yet, but my dad has been having some memory issues. So there's, of course, the dementia talk, which is my worst nightmare. And I do have a sibling, but he's across the country, so it most of the responsibility falls to me locally. Um, but I've talked about losing my mother on here before, and I'm very, very grateful that I was left with the parent that I had a stronger bond with. And I feel that my dad and I have really become, even just in these last few weeks, much closer. But I'll tell you, that was the first thing that I thought of. And I was sharing with you girls before we went on the air. I thought to myself, I've been on my own for 21 years. I the last time I felt like somebody was taking care of me, and this is my ex-husband, you know, I've had my own house, I've worked on my own, supported my own household and stuff. And I had some challenges with my children, in their teenage and 20s somethings. And then now with the aging parent, and when this possible diagnosis popped up, I said I can't remember if I said to someone or to myself, but I said, when is someone going to take care of me? Like
Mm.
I was very angry. I was kind
Mm.
of scared, and it all goes back to fear, as we know, but when I frame it, how Kyla did it, uh, she was a child who died of cancer, and she would have given her life to be
Mhm.
in my shoes, taking
Mhm.
care of an aging father, or not getting a good night's sleep last night, going to Seattle, all these things. And she just wants to live. And,
Yeah, just
you
wanted to
know,
live.
it's, and with Linda, who I hadn't seen in years since the Avon games, her tragic passing really made me kind of, and I don't like that about myself, that it has to be something tragic that bashes me on the head, like you said, Deb,
Mhm.
to kind of be like, no, I'm healthy, I'm capable, and I should be grateful that I get to help my loved ones. And instead of being wah 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 big fat baby, who's going to take care of me,
I think it's just human nature, though. It's like you get
I
tired and
agree.
you're just like, I
yeah.
need a
Yeah.
break. It's okay to feel like that too, as long as you
But here's
don't
the thing. I
stay
also
there.
think it's okay to take a break and still be grateful that you get to do it. It's not a one or the other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like we've talked about before, you have to take care of yourself to be able to take care of others. So getting to assist your dad and getting to be the child who takes care of him doesn't necessarily have to come at a cost of losing yourself.
Right.
You can do
Exactly.
both.
Yeah. Right. Boundaries and, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever. It's not, he's
You know,
not
it's
going to be
funny,
hitting
like
you.
nothing, recently tragic has happened, but thank God, poo poo. But I
Poo-poo.
remember
Did you just
there
say
have been
poo-poo?
Poo
several
poo.
times.
Thank God, poo poo.
Oh, in the Jewish religion, you go poo poo to
Poo
ward off
poo.
the evil spirits
Yeah.
Oh,
when you say something like that.
poo-poo. Okay. I did not
Oh,
know that.
okay.
Poo poo. I don't even know if it's a Jewish religion. I think it's just like like an old Jewish wives' tale folklore type of
You don't
situation.
spit on like,
Pooey. No. Poo poo.
okay. Poo-poo. All
I
right,
do
go ahead.
actually, speaking of that, um, I'm going to go off on a tangent, but to this point, in the Jewish religion, you don't bring like baby furniture or anything into the house until the baby's born. You don't even
Right.
put it together.
Yep.
You can pick it out and have it waiting at the store, right? But I remember when I was pregnant with Tyler and I worked for this Jewish woman and she was so great. She taught me everything I know about business. And she's like, well, like, did you set all the stuff up? I said, yeah, I'm kind of a little crazy. Like, I need to be
Yeah.
settled. She said, well, then you better tie red ribbons on the corners of all of it to ward off the evil spirits.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's
So there's
cool.
that too.
Did you do that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think
And everything
Sorry,
worked
my
out.
team's just like,
everything was-
You're like, come on in, evil spirits. Let's
I
see what
don't
you
know.
got.
I
I'll
don't
give
know.
you a run for your money.
But anyway, there's been several times in my career that I have felt very burnt out. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I gotta go teach class. Oh, I'm tired. I gotta go teach class. And I think it was really around the time that two separate occasions. One, when I started doing a lot of yoga training, and two, when it was no longer my full-time job, that I
Mm,
did flip the script and say, basically, thank God I get to go teach class because I
mm,
need that human connection.
hmm
And then I took it after my teacher training, I took it a step further and basically said, thank God, I get to teach class to be able to share my gifts with people.
hmm
And then even a class that I am dragging ass like today, I didn't get any sleep last night. I was like, ooh, okay, here I am. You know what I mean? Like I didn't cancel. Wasn't resentful walking in there. You know what I mean? And I used to always feel like people were just taking from me and
mm,
taking
mm,
from me. And I
mhm.
and I felt so depleted and I would always be like, oh my God, I gotta go teach another goddamn class. Now I feel like I flipped it around and I'm energized after I teach.
mm.
My cup is full after I teach.
Yeah. After giving to people,
Right.
it's
Just
filling
because I
you
said I
up.
get to
Yeah.
do this and I get to share my gifts and I
Yeah.
get to be connected to humans
Yeah.
in an environment that I love.
It does make a difference. And that's why they always say, if you're feeling like down or bad about yourself, help another person.
Hmm.
Give of
Yes.
yourself, and that it does work.
Do you
It
guys
really
think
does.
too that like if uh, I'm thinking of this one story from many, many moons ago. I dated someone for several years, but we never lived together. And one of my coworkers, you talk to your coworkers about your daily life, and I must have said, I got to go home and mow the lawn. And sister, you mean to tell me that son of a you know what doesn't mow your lawn for you? It was feeding into my people are like wah.
Hmm.
Do you guys think that this is so important for me right now to be talking about this topic with y'all? Because if I go talk to people that are going to be like, yeah, and then and he did this, or and she wanted that, and I didn't get any sleep, and I got to do everything, and blah
All
blah
right. Do
blah.
we think what? What is the
Do
question?
you
Do we
think
think?
that it's important to hang out with people that have the positive attitude about,
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it makes
don't
it
keep
makes
company
it
with people that are
it
gonna.
definitely makes it easier to be positive when you surround yourself with positive people, but I also think that that's not reality. I mean, we all have negative moments. We all have positive moments. It's surrounding yourself with the people who remind you of the important things
Right.
and remind you to be grateful and remind you that you get to, if that was me with the lawn mowing, I'd be like, I get to go out, be outside for an hour
And get some exercise,
and
right?
get some fresh air
Yes.
instead
And
of
that was
sitting in this
probably my
freaking
answer,
office.
but it
You know
was
what I mean?
right. It was me bitching about being a homeowner or something, but this is part of my exercise regimen, so it's fine. But when you slant it negatively, it never it's never good.
Yeah. Something happened this weekend that really made me appreciate the relationship I'm in because Kristen, I totally get you. Like you have always been independent and like, no, I don't mind. I got it, I'll do this, that, and the other thing, and you just do your thing. And uh I don't know. I don't really enjoy doing things like that. So I tend to be like, no, you do it.
Hold on. I'm quite shocked about that statement, Kristen. You?
You don't say. Hmm.
Hmm.
This is why I
Now,
enjoy
there's a little
condo
tidbit of
living.
information that I never, ever, ever would have imagined. Go
So,
ahead.
all right. So over the weekend, Kevin and I were in Newport and we were staying at a friend's house, and the
We saw
four of
each other, by the
us,
way. We
yes, we
waved.
waved from a distance.
I was by Landeth, she was by sea.
Oh,
See, yes, I know. And all I see is this little itty bitty Sue
oh,
standing
And next to
waving.
my son, who's
Yeah, and
a land giant.
yeah, he
oh
is.
no
So
kidding.
that was fun. But so we have these electric bikes. They weren't ours. We were borrowing them from their neighbors. So there was four of us on electric bikes
Oh no, I'm not like
because I am not riding my bike 16 miles around Newport, a regular bike. I am sorry.
Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, are you kidding me right now? You called me
Yeah.
and told me that you
Yeah.
had this amazing 16-mile bike ride.
Yeah.
You were on a fucking
an
e-bike?
electric
I
bike.
told you that.
You did
I
not. You
texted
left
you.
that out.
I will read the text right now. I will read the text right now. I'm reading the text right now because okay. So I
And
said, uh, we're at the house taking a bike ride shortly. Electric, of course. We probably aren't going out on the boat till this evening for the guest act. And you gave me a little heart. I was like,
I must
electric.
have,
You blew by
You
that.
breezed over it, or maybe you thought she was being
I just saw
sarcastic.
bike ride and was so excited I threw the phone.
She's exercising. But
Okay, so what happened with the bikes? Did something
well,
happen?
we pushed it a little too far and then mine ran out of battery.
Oh,
And I was like, okay, we're not that far from home and it's straight, so I can handle this. But, I just felt that Kevin should know that my bike was out of battery, so I said, Kev, and he stopped and looked back. I go, my bike's out of battery. And he immediately, he didn't even say, like, okay, well, we're almost home. Like, I was prepared to go home and pedal my way home, but he,
And he was prepared that if you pedaled home, he would get a rash of shit for
lambasted.
not trading bikes with
He
you.
traded bikes, didn't
he
he?
did, he just jumped off he's like, all right, go ahead, take mine. I got this. And I was
Oh,
like, oh, so I did Bzzz,
yeah.
all the way home. And
So you get to have that amazing person in your life.
I very much appreciated that he didn't make me feel like so it's whatever, you can pedal. There's pedals on the bike. It was like just a very what do they call it? When a man is like nice to a woman,
Chivalrous.
Chivalrous.
chivalrous thing. Yeah. It was very and not even thinking twice about it. So I do appreciate that a lot because I I would rather not have to mow a lawn when it's hot out and you got to push
Listen,
something manually.
Kevin's a take charge guy, and
Yeah.
I think he's great for you, Deb. I like my independence, but I like to have it offered. I'll
Yeah.
still say no probably because
Yeah.
it's what I want to do, but
It
Yeah.
is nice to have somebody offer.
yeah, it's nice to, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
chivalry
But
not dead.
No.
chivalry is not dead. But maybe that is Kevin's get to statement. I get to take care of Deb in this
Mhm.
moment
Mhm.
Yeah.
instead of being
Yeah.
like,
Oh, here
here
she
we
goes
go. I gotta
again.
trade the fucking bike. And I got,
I gotta get off my
he
bike and
just automatically says, I get to take charge of this
yeah,
situation
I
and
get to
I
fix
get
it.
to make
Mhm.
Deb's life a little easier in
Yeah.
this moment right now.
Yeah. He does like to fix things, so that's good. But no, I hear what you're saying. It is I lived many years on my own, and after a while you learn to bring in all the groceries on with your two arms because you don't want to make multiple trips. Like you
Yep,
learn to do
that and with
things.
the car seat and yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
you just did, but it is nice when you're not the one who has to constantly run to the grocery store to get one thing and you can call somebody and say,
yeah,
"Hey, on your way home, can you stop for this?" Like it definitely helps. But yeah, I mean, just the fact that we're able-bodied and we can do these things.
Yeah.
And I don't know. After the Linda and that whole situation, I just cannot get over how quickly something can change. Your life can
mm-hmm,
change and be, especially as we get older. I mean, let's face it, we might not feel it, but we are at the age that, our bodies can break down a little bit.
Mhm.
Our
mm-hmm,
organs might not be as strong or whatever, and things happen.
yeah. So what's your get to statement right here, right now for this moment?
You first, Kristen.
Oh, geez. Um, I get to spend a week in a house with my entire family.
Yes,
Well,
including
not my
your
entire family.
papa. Is papa going?
It's my children, my son-in-law, papa, and
Okay.
then because my brother's house is a wee bit too small for all of us, but
Yeah. So you get to travel cross country with your father, who may or may not have dementia,
right.
and your two children and your son-in-law.
Yep. Well, I'm only traveling with my one child and papa, meeting the other because they're flying from a different airport. But
Okay.
I feel that it's,
Okay.
you know, I'm the only non-drinker, which that's a whole other topic. But
Yeah.
You
I'm
get to be the designated
I
driver for
get to
everybody,
be
so nobody's
Hmm.
safety has to be in jeopardy.
correct.
That's
Correct.
right.
Well, we're going to need one more if we're out because we don't have a party van. But I could drive a party van, yes.
Well, maybe you will get to take 2 trips
Maybe I will
to go
get
get
to,
everybody.
yeah. And Seattle drivers, I'll say it again, they're very, very gracious. No one
Oh,
is a
good.
dick like they are around here.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah, for
Over
anyone
to
who
you,
cares.
Miller.
But yes,
Oh,
that's what I get to
well,
do, Deb.
that is good. That is a great get to statement. I get to drive Kevin to drop off his car tonight in the opposite direction of where we just came from, and an additional half hour from getting out of the car from an hour and a half drive. But I get to do that, and I get to um yeah, I just get to spend time with people that I love.
That's great.
Okay. Well, I'm sitting
Doyle?
here. The other day everybody knows that working in front of a computer is difficult for me, but so I got my 401k statement. So I did make I gotta get to I get to have a very stable job that allows me to put money away for my retirement and have health insurance.
Yes, very good, very good.
Real time, I get to go to the supermarket soon to buy healthy, nourishing food for
Mhm.
my household to make dinner, and I get to not have to worry about how I'm going to pay for it.
Yes, that's
Mm,
good. Yes, good, good, good.
that's nice. Yeah,
All right, so we get to.
we get to.
We get to do this
We're
podcast.
lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get to do this podcast.
Mhm.
And we get to share our gifts with people
Right.
Do
every
we have
day.
gifts? Do we have gifts? I don't
We're
know.
very
You
gifted.
guys have gifts.
I do. You have a gift. Stop it.
Did you
I mean,
get
look at all the people that you
my
have
meme that
mentored and sponsored and all the things
did you get the meme that I sent you, Sue?
right now.
No, no, no. I'll read it out loud. I may not be hot, very hot or skinny or even mentally stable at times, but I'll tell you one thing. I'm not a fast runner either.
Well, I got that and I was like, I think this is meant for somebody else because the statement above it was something about Dave Matthews
What?
or
Oh yeah,
something about we
you
were
said
texting
I would
about
not
who
be
was playing.
disappointed if it's Dave Matthews. I said, well, I'm not a fan, but for your sake, I hope it's him. And then I sent you the,
Right. And then you sent the meme. So I was like,
yeah,
these
I thought that
things
was
don't go
hilarious.
together. But it was
No, they don't need
hilarious.
to go together.
I go, but I
You get
receive them
to
at the same
receive. You
time.
get to receive any
I get to
meme that I
receive
send.
those funny memes.
Yes.
Yes.
I just thought that was so funny. All right, girls, love you
Yeah.
so
All
much.
right, girls.
Namaste to our
Namaste.
audience.
Kristen, safe travels, pumpkin.
Love you guys. Thank you very much.
Until next week.
See you, girls.
Bye.